Okay, so in this section of Easy PMS, we'll talk about the next 18 questions which are related to your drive, your personality, what motivates you, what are the aspects which are important for your job life and professional life. So these 18 questions, they are actually in terms of like why I am doing this job or why I have taken this role at EasyDI. And all these questions we have to answer with respect to the job and the life at EasyDI, not at the like personal life or other aspects of our life. So the first question talks about that uh, suppose someone is rating uh, suppose he is rating as a IT person or support person or infrastructure person. So he said that he is doing this job as a IT person because he feels that he is an IT person. So he has actually identified himself as an IT person, that okay, I am an IT person and that's why I am doing this job, because I have been trained, I have been educated, throughout my professional career I am an IT person, that's why I am doing this job. So if the answer is moderately correspondence, then you give 3. If it is corresponds exactly, then you give 5. So in each of these questions, the responses are 1 to 5 and with the same text, which is 1 means not corresponds at all and 5 means corresponds exactly. 3 is in between and 2 and 4 are for the further granularity of your response. So this is the first question on personality and drive. The second question is like he is doing this job because it provides him the necessary income. So his motivation is the income and the money aspects, the rewards aspects, and all those things. So if you see this orientation, you can say, yeah, this moderately corresponds to him, or corresponds largely, or like exactly. The third question about personality and drive is uh, whether like he's doing this job because of the pleasure of doing the things, like he's enjoying his job. So how much to that this statement correspond to that person, if you are rating him as a internal customer, as a peer, as a boss, or as a subordinate. The next question talks about is he is doing this job because it's a fundamental part of his being. So his total personality, he is totally like a particular. Suppose you say that okay, this is a person who is into research. So he's totally a research oriented person. It's very very fundamental to his personality or his being. Then accordingly you can give that to what extent it is corresponding to his personality. Or the next question is uh, he's doing this job with high standards and everything, because if he don't do that he will be very disappointed, like he's very disappointed with himself if you don't do like that. So if you see this kind of behavior or this kind of attitude, then you can say that okay, to what extent this statement corresponds. Similar questions are there. There are some 18 questions. Like some of them are, again we'll also look into. Like one question is uh, this job I am doing at EasyDI because it helps me in attaining my career goals. Now my career goals are to become a say project manager, or my career goal is to become a general manager or a vice president, or whatever is my career goal. So this job is helping me in doing that. So that is the drive for that person. Another drive can be that this job gives me interesting challenges. These are so complex technology and so complex domain and requirements and real-time things, and this kind of complexities gives me a challenge, and that's why I'm doing this job. So if this corresponds to that person to the extent of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can give the rating like that. Some questions are talking about this again on the incentives and pays. Some questions are talking about like this kind of question, that he hardly do this kind of job with a proper motivation or something like that, and he is always cribbing about that okay, that he's saying that I am helpless and I cannot do anything here, or it cannot be done, this cannot be done. So if that kind of motivation is there, like which is demotivation, or he's totally not motivated, so that kind of questions are also there. Some of those questions are there. Some questions are related that he doing this job because he is always a winner in the life. So he is winner in life, so he is going to do this job in a proper way. Or like let's take this example where the motivation or the drive for that person is the job security, because this company is giving a stable job, so that's motivation. Or I am doing, or he is doing this job um, because because of the expectations, like it is or not for not having like any other drive, but it's the expectations of the job. So like that, there are some 18 questions which gives the insights into the drive and personality aspects of the job. So like that, we have to give the rating. Again, this is also a 360-degree rating, and the option of writing the comments are there, where you can write your examples, you can write your logic of giving this rating if you feel, because this will be collated, and this will be collated and then given to the person for improvement. And the average rating of all the things will also be shared with the person who is evaluatee, so that he can improve. As I told you, like in all these questions, there are possibility of some biases. So those calculations are done at the back of the process, where like if there are too many responses in the middle or too many responses in the extreme or like that, so there are some rules which can detect some of the tendencies of not adequately rating. So my request is please take time, think it over the questions, and then evaluate the person, because this is very important for the person for improvement. And if you are still like having some doubts about some questions or the language of the questions, you can always discuss with the HR team and me or Chetan or anyone, and so that we can actually understand the question and then rate, because ultimately each tool depends on our sincere rating. If our ratings is not sincere, and if it is not done with the proper understanding, proper approach, then any tool after any like any calculation we will do after that may not be so meaningful for the improvement. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.